Assalamu alaikum. Have you ever tried achieving anything specific in your life and asked people around you for help and they just give you some vague advices? Oh, make dua. Oh, stay consistent. And it kind of throws you off. You don't really know what to do. When someone says be patient, what does that really mean? Well, in this video, I'm changing this and I'm giving you really practical advices, especially one key that you should follow if you're really trying to achieve something big as a Muslim and you want Allah to help you do this. I use this many times across different businesses that I have, alhamdulillah. And I even have a story, subhanAllah, where I use this method to turn $20 into 100 grand. Allah Mubarak. But for the sake of retention, I'll talk about that later in the video. You excited? Let's get in. Now, the first thing you want to understand before we get to the actual hadith is how life works in general. And to do so, I made a very simple drawing that basically represents your life from the day you were born to the day you die. Now, let's say when you start level 0, you were just born, you don't know how to do anything. When you learn how to read, we can call it level 10. When you get your first degree, you can call it level 25. When you get your first job, level 50, and so on and so forth. The main thing you want to understand is as you progress in life, as you get more experience, you'll level up. Now, what's really interesting about this chart, and you really should remember this chart because we're going to use it later in the video again, is that whenever you are in your life right now, there's someone that's behind you. And let's say you just got your first degree, there's also someone that already has a job. So regardless where you are, there's always someone that's ahead and there's always someone that's behind. When I mentioned the hadith, this can be found in Sahih Muslim 2699. I will also put it up on the screen. Whoever makes things easy for one in difficulty, Allah will make things easy for him in this world and in the hereafter. And whoever covers the fault of a Muslim, Allah would cover him in this world and in the hereafter. And the last part is the most interesting one. And Allah is helping his servant as long as the servant is helping his brother. Now, the very interesting thing we learned is that if we help a servant, Allah is going to help us in return. You also know that regardless where you are on this scale, there's someone that's in the same way earlier in your journey. So here, you can, instead of trying to figure everything out by yourself and trying to learn and go the hard way through solving your problem and you're trying to get help and this and that, why don't you pause for a second, look back at the life that you had before and ask yourself, okay, where am I right now in terms of levels? Let's say I'm currently level 16. I'm trying to jump to level 25. I just got a degree. I'm trying to get a job. Well, instead of you trying to figure everything out and really struggle, maybe there's someone who's currently struggling and he's currently in uni. This guy, how about you go and you help him get his degree? It's going to be very easy for you. You did that many times for his light work. So now you probably be telling me, yeah, sure, this all makes sense. I don't know where you're heading right now. Well, that's the part that most people miss, is that this chart of levels is only for what we can do as humans. We can only go from level 0 to level 100. We don't know what's after that. We don't really know what's next until we achieved it. But who's the one who created all the levels? Allah is the one who created all the levels. And he also mastered all the levels because he made it himself. If he says, if you help someone who is in need, I will help you back. And he's the one who created all the levels and solved all the levels. I can just listen to him. And let's say I'm trying to jump from level 25 to level 50. Instead of me trying to work my way into this and really struggle and trying to figure everything out by myself, I can just look back and say, okay, who can I help? What are the achievements that I had in my life that I can benefit other people? It might be you got a certain job. It might be you got a certain qualification. It might be maybe you're bad at school. Maybe you're good at sports and you can help someone get in shape. It can be anything. There has to be one thing that you're good at that someone else struggles with. Well, go and find that thing and help someone with it. Because what that does is that you go and you look back, and once that you're level 25, solving a level 10 problem is very easy because you've done it already. But if you genuinely go and solve that brother's problem, he's currently stuck. He doesn't know what the next level looks like. He has no idea on how to solve that. For you, it's very easy. And to give you an example, it could be someone that's trying to get into business and he's trying to learn how to make money. It could be you just have some sort of knowledge. Maybe you're not even there to make money yet, but you know some videos that can be helpful. Well, you go ahead and send him the videos. He now goes from not knowing anything to knowing a little bit. And that's thanks to you. Here, for example, you go back and you find someone that's currently struggling with a problem, help him move forward. And then Allah, who's the one who created all the level and doesn't have any limit, he can go back and pull you out to any level that you're looking for. You don't even have to wait or to try and get to level 50 or to level 25. It doesn't matter. You go back, you look back, you find someone that needs help and you help him genuinely for the sake of Allah, and Allah is going to help you back. And now for the actual story where I turned $20 into 100 grand, alhamdulillah, using this method. I know you were waiting for it. You got it now. So alhamdulillah, it was back in January in a cold France winter. And to make it even worse, I had problems with my business. I had payment processors that had money that was stuck in my account and they couldn't unfroze the money. I had clients that was leaving. I had things that were breaking. I was closing a deal here. Something else was breaking here. Literally everything you can think about in the business was messed up. I literally on that specific day spent $18,000 to solve that problem and it still wasn't solved, subhanAllah. Now at the same time, my dad rang me up and told me my phone bill that they overcharged me for $95 because I used the 4G and I didn't know and whatever. I was on the phone and I was like, so I got 100 grand locked in a Stripe account. My brain was gonna explode. Of course I didn't say that. I said, of course that, no problem. I'll take care of it whenever I have time, inshallah. It's not a hurry. I can pay for the bill anyway. And I say, you know what? I'll just do it. I just do it now. I call the sales support. I call them up. I say, hey guys, I know you're the sales guys. I know I shouldn't be speaking to you, but I really need to be transferred over to support. Otherwise my dad's gonna cancel. It's gonna be horrible. They're like, oh, sure. We're gonna transfer you over now. Boom. First problem solved. I speak to customer support. Hey guys, my dad was traveling and he always trusted you when he travels and now it was overcharged, whatever. Oh, sure. Your $95 are gonna be back in 5 days. Your $36 are gonna go back to $12. Everything's gonna work out, inshallah. inshallah. Send a text to my dad. Hey dad, salam alaikum, problem solved, money is back in the account 5 days. We'll see what happens inshallah. Akhi, I tell you, that day, I get home, I get a phone call from my CEO. He's like, bro, money unfroze, problem solved. We found the guy to hire to solve that specific problem. Everything literally unveiled. Allah Azza wa Jalla says, I'll provide from you from a way you didn't expect. That was literally the case. I was like, but how does that even work? I didn't even think about this. And SubhanAllah, that's the thing that solves the problem. This is the thing a lot of people forget. A lot of people think, oh, but now we have AI. Now we're in 2025, so there's this. Who do you think created AI? Who do you think created 2025? A lot of people think Islam was made 1400 years ago, so it's 1400 years old and it just stays old. Like, Allah is still the one who's creating everything today. This video, it's in 4K, whatever. This is created from Allah. You guys need to realize this. So if you currently have a problem in your life right now, this is also a problem that Allah Azza wa Jalla is aware of. And He's also the one who made this problem and made the solution. So if you use this principle and you go and you find someone that's currently in need, that needs help, and I'm telling you can find a lot of people, just look back. Do you have a younger brother that's struggling with something? Do you have a friend that's just struggling with something you just achieved? Well, go solve that problem and then show your friend how you solve that problem. Boom. You just help the servant for the sake of Allah Azza wa Jalla. He's gonna now help you out as well. So now your next steps are taking this lesson, really applying this framework. Whenever you're struggling with something, look at someone who's behind you, help him as well. Make dua to Allah Azza wa Jalla to help you solve this specific problem. Do it consistently and Allah Azza wa Jalla is going to reward you. Now, while we're on the topic of practical advices on stuff that can help you in your life, if you want practical advices to make money online, then watch this video where I break down how to start a halal business online. I'll catch you on the other side.